There we go. We're live.
Yeah, Rose from another rescue in town brought over some treats, some bird treats, and there's little forget the company name, but they're balls, little balls of seed, and I don't give them seed much. They got millet and that kind of thing. So Bob had two of them. You know, this was just their snack at night to go in with a regular bowl. He had two of them, and he was doing the roll it around your back, doing all kinds of fun games with it, popping two of them two different ways at the same. I couldn't video it because if I break out a camera when he's in his cage, he stops what he's doing. So, but it was fun to watch him. And then of course he was eating them too. So he'd take a bite and then spin them around and do. He's such a character.
No, that's wonderful, Bob.
You'd be nice, Bob. Come on up. You can come up if you'd be nice to her. You have to be not. No, you be nice. You're praying? Okay, good boy. You're never quite sure how he's going to treat.
You gotta be nice to a Jazz.
He's not always nice to her. You're zoom tight. Yeah, I know you're out here. Let me look at those mirrors. They look better.
Is that the pit sneezing?
Yeah, she's got a little they've opened up now that she's got what looks like a little bit of massive dust that spills into her. We'll probably clean it out of there. One side, I think that might be causing her to sneeze more. I can clean that out. Now you be nice, Bob. He understands that kind of sounds. Be nice. Knows what that means. Don't you do anything. Be nice. I mean it. You be nice. That's a jasmine bird. You got to be nice. Well, that's a KK bird. That's a KK. Whack. Okay. Bob, if you want to come up here, you can come up, and you can sit right there. Okay. Yeah, I know you want him to preen you, but he's getting weird. So, hi, KK. Hello, KK.
Hi, KK.
KK.
KKKKK. And the pippa.
The pip. He's not usually out here with the Moluccan Mafia, so we've got Sugar out here and Jasmine today, and he's chased them in the past. He chased Sugar away from walking in front of him, but that's not enough. He'll do that to almost any bird. So, hi, KK. KK. Yeah, good boy. Yes, you are a good boy. I forgot to put my phone on ignore here. What am I meeting? There we go. Don't want one of those phone calls blowing the whole thing. Hi, sweetheart. Yeah, I can see you now that your nares have opened up enough. I can see there's just a little mass that looks like feathers in there. Like feather dust that's congealed. So we'll get that out today. Yeah. Yeah. Did you fall in the bucket?
Oh no. Do we have it actually one time live?
Yeah, he's in the bucket.
He's like, I totally meant to do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whoa!
Now everyone can see the reaction. So what? No, I didn't fall into the bucket.
Did you fall in the bucket?
Nope.
You fell in the bucket? Did you mean to fall in the bucket? There's the question. I don't think you meant to fall in the bucket, did you? Cecil bird.
Bucket fell into the Cecil.
The bucket engulfed him.
I wonder about you, kid.
Now he needs some encouragement by his bestie Bob.
Hmm. Special.
Hi, Pip Pip. Pip Pip, you got me in the drop zone there, kid. Sugar. Sugar bird. There's a whole vlog. Is he thinking about preening me? Will he pet my beak? Snowball's just sleeping.
Snowball. Well, 2 more Luckens out, so he has something to do.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Salamander wouldn't cope with KK and Snowball.
I know. I was going to try it, but I mean, I knew I would just get here enough to take him back in. But you know, walking in the green miles from the back door is a long way, and I didn't have a lot of time. I started 20 minutes early, and it took me that long just to get these guys out. I mean, they come right to me and they want out. This one is jumping up and down like, I'm going out. I'm going out. And that's knowing she saw me take him out, so she knew he was out there. She's keeping a distance from him, but it's tight. You haven't sneezed like that in a while. Low humidity, of course. Yes, KK. What are you saying to me, KK? Hmm? Hi, KK. Hi, KK. Hello. Hello. KK.
Oh, wait, we have a question. Let's see. GTH, was Cecil able to knock the bucket over, or was it Cecil's friend, the foot?
I reached over and pulled up. I reached over and pulled the bucket over. I mean, he's got a lot of ingenuity, so he probably could have. He could, if he actually had to, find a way out. But you're not flying out of there, so the only way he's going to get out is to knock the bucket. KK, what are you doing?
What is Sugar doing? Is she approaching the snowball back there?
That's brave.
No, wait, that's Jasmine. Now the second Moluccan goes back there. They stalk back now.
No, you don't want to go that way. You don't want to go that way.
Oh, she will.
Sugar. Sugar. That's not smart. You've done this before. I told you not to do it. You don't listen.
It's a weird white bird that refuses to preen the Shuggy.
I have to take him back to the store. He's defective.
All the way to Alaska. Yeah. Sugar, you can come over here. Sugar, come here. Come on. Come over here. That's my arm. Yes, it is. You want to sit on my arm. Okay. Come on, Chug. Come on. Come on, sugar. There you go. Right here. Right there, reach you. Come on. There you go. There you go. All right. Walking on my head. You're running from Jasmine. Napa, you're running from Jasmine.
Bless you again. So many sneezes.
Oh, that's nice. What are you doing right there? What? What's the problem, Cecil? Hmm? You got a problem? Have you got a problem? Someone woke up. Hi, Snowball. Blue on the elevator. Mm-hmm.
So what is with KK? Isn't he any more interested in the pocket?
Lately he hasn't been. I'm not sure what's going on with him, but he's not bothering the other birds, and he's kind of sitting to the side. I think he's just scoping the situation out. It's hard to say. He'll come down and sit next to me eventually. Hi, KK. 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 Good bird. Hi, KK.
And maybe he's just realised that he can get on just fine without throwing his weight around and stuff. It's like, I don't need to steal Cecil's bucket, and I don't need to police the floor and all of those things.
Yeah, well, it would be wonderful to get inside their heads, but he has been sitting and watching, and he doesn't generally bother other birds now. So I think he's trying to figure out how to fit in, but because that's kind of part of their personality, fitting in. But when they weren't taught when they were young how to do that, it's not easy. Hi, KK. Hi, KK. KK.
KK.
Yes, KK. KK bird. KK bird. Would you say KK? Okay. Hi, KK. I can hear you, but the air conditioner is kind of blocking any help, probably. Hi, KK.
Hi, KK.
Hi, KK. I know, KK.
Well, we can give some shout outs to our chatters. So we can say hello to Lisa and Falcon Sue. and Erin and GTH42 and Rita. Hello, everybody.
Hello. Bob's bringing you all a piece of wood.
Piece of wood.
I see some. Is it time to lick my hand? Is that what it is?
Rita wants to
KK.
huggle
Okay.
the buddies today. So she's sending them all virtual hugs, I think.
Well, even Kippa will take a virtual hug. Romeo's got his TV again, so I had to buy a standing mount TV stand for it because you can't really hang them on a manufactured home because they're too heavy to put on the wall. So, but I got that all set up yesterday. So he's in there. What is he watching now? Oh, he's watching Barefoot in the Park. You should have seen his face when he saw his TV back. He almost has as big a smile on his face as he did when he got his cage back. When I first got here and I got him in that cage. Like, I've been waiting for my television. I've been looking at an iPad now for a couple of weeks.
It's like, it's about time you put that TV up.
Is there someone in the bucket? No. That's only paper,
No.
right?
It's cause.
Yeah, it's the cozy double.
Yeah, Cause was giving me the evil eye because I wasn't taking her on. I can't bring her out with Cecil. Attack Cecil. I have no idea why.
What did Cecil ever do to her?
Nothing. Nothing I've ever seen.
Well, depends. I think Cecil was with her sister Simone, and because of that, Simone had to go back then. I don't know how wide they think in the past.
Yeah, I don't know if she
Well,
would
I
blame him for
suspect-
that, but maybe.
I think Bob still remembers being flipped on his back by Cause. So, hi, KK. Sometimes it's just the way another bird looks. I mean, I've never met Sylvester Stallone, but I won't even watch a movie that he's in. So I guess I understand to some degree. But
Cecil
what are you doing?
and the Babaloo Bob looking for colorful toys to add to his nest.
Bob, there were still a few pieces of wood out here, but you've been buzzing through them pretty fast.
Mm.
He just keeps bringing up another piece of wood and turning it into toothpicks, and I keep brushing them back onto the ground. So you want to keep that up here? All right.
Cute boy.
Good. You've been waiting for me to pet you all this time? I'm sorry.
Is Pippa back there hanging out with Snowball?
Yep, she is. I'm sure there's plenty of people who wouldn't believe there's a 4-foot television there just for Romeo. You see where I have it, you know it's just for Romeo.
Well,
I
he's a
mean,
very special bunny.
KK can see it, and then so can Bob, but those are the only other birds that can see it. I can hear it. He's got a sound bar on there too. That's pretty good. So, yeah. Are you sure?
KK bird. Hi, KK.
KK is a bird. No, KK. What's up, KK? I know, Sugar, but I got Bob standing on my arm. It's kind of hard to pet you when my. Oh, there you go, Bob. Yeah. You want me to pet you too? All right. All right. Oh, you're a good bird, kid. Be nice to him, Bob. Well, come on. Bob. No. Bob. Be nice. Be nice. Where are you going, kid? No, we're not fighting. You want to go over here? You can sit next to me. That's fine. But no fighting with Bob. Okay? No fighting with Bob. You sit right there. Oops. Babaloo, move your rear. No, you. You're going to cause a problem. You can sit there and play. That's okay, but don't mess with the KK bird. I know. He's a good KK bird. I know, Sugar, but if I put my arm that far away, Bob is going to cause trouble. Bob's middle name is Trouble. Who's playing with my shoe? No, Cecil. Leave my shoe alone. You want to come up? You can come up, but I don't know. I don't know how he'll react to you coming up. Bob? That's all right, KK. All right. Yes, KK. He has let Cecil preen him a couple of times.
Mm-hmm. I know Cecil just wants to befriend as well as Bob.
Well, KK has a fan in Lisa. He says that KK, your voice is adorable.
No, he's a good boy.
I think we all agree with that.
I know, KK. Tough life for KK, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, and
Yeah,
Don.
most people couldn't afford the wood he chews, and he goes through wood like. Oh no, one of my father's phrases came up. He goes through a lot of wood. I can't. 9 times out of 10, I can't get one of my father's phrases out over the common internet. Oh yeah. Oh, but yeah, you can see I have free arm now. What are you doing back there, KK? You okay back there? Hmm? You okay back there? KK. Hi, KK. Cecil wants to be your friend. He does. You don't do that. You move. You get back. Bob, don't be a pest. That's like telling the ocean not to be wet. He's a good bird, but he is a pest. He gets something in his head and it's hard to rattle it out of there. Hey, KK. Well, KK he's definitely fitting into the flock. It's just a matter of time before he's got most of the little kinks worked out of his personality issues with the flock. Right, Sugar? Right, Sugar? Come here, babe. There's the girl.
I like that Pippa and Snowball hang out together.
Yeah, that wasn't always that way. Boy, she didn't want to be around him, but they've worked it out. Yes, I give them time and keep an eye on them, you know.
Yeah, here in the new home, I have the feeling they like to hang out together. Sometimes they even sit on the same cage in the socialization room willingly.
Yeah, they do. They've chosen to sit next to each other.
Yeah, I think they've figured out that they both like to just sit and, not be bothered.
Mm-hmm. So kind of
you're
keeping
saying?
company without much interaction.
Yeah.
Well, yes,
So she likes to think about Steve and he likes to think about the pink birds. Good looking Shuggy. That beak looks so shiny.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Sugar? How about coming a little closer? Is it too much to ask? There you go. The Sugar the bird. Yeah, there was another cage that I had sitting where I had to put the TV for him, and that one had to go outside. So I had to drag it down the ramp outside and then haul it over the rocks and put it into the backyard. It's a weird cage anyway. It's one I use for medical cage, but it's not that good anyway. So no way it would fit into any of the rooms. It's like 31 inches across. It's not going in the rooms. You say?
Sugar, are you starting to honk?
What did you say? KKK?
KK.
Hi, KK. Hi, KKK. Hi, baby boy. KK boy. KK boy.
KK boy.
A good bird. Good bird. He's a good bird. KKK. Hey, that's my shoe. Don't do that. Didn't mean to wear these shoes out. These are the only shoes I can wear outside. And once Cecil starts working on your shoes.
Oh no, Cecil, come on.
Okay. Well, this is the mean bird that you can't let near your face because he's gonna eat it. Right?
Oh my KK.
That's
Sweetie.
very sweet. I think he likes that.
Leave my shoe alone. Stop it. No. Leave him alone, Cecil. No. No, not these shoes. No. You already punched some holes in them. Stop it. The big toad. I know, that's a good bird. That's a good bird. I know you like to play with my shoes. I know that.
A question from Lisa. Of course, not chemical sprayed ones. What's your opinion on fresh dandelion and from a lavender tree, the lavender plumes? Can you feed those to your birds?
I'd have to look on the list. It's not something that I've. I got the the second item. What was the first one? Was it
Dandelion.
dandelion?
Dandelion.
Oh yeah, yeah. Dandelion's okay.
Dandelion.
But
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, it's a weird word. Yeah, I
Well,
give that to him.
Actually, it could have something to do with lion. In German, it's Löwenzahn. So
Lion's tooth.
exactly.
Yeah. I mean, dandelion's supposed to be very healthy for humans and also rabbits and things, I think.
It's supposed to be. What they prefer is like Swiss chard. That's got lots of ruffles in it. I guess it must feel good on their tongues or something. Usually the dandelion, if I get it, I put it into their mash. So the hardest things about greens now is you really have to wash the heck out of them because they keep turning out. Well, we haven't seen much of it in the last year or so, but there was a period there was just one horrible thing coming from all the grassy foods. You know, they were just not good. All the leafy foods were coming down with listeria or botulism or salmonella. It's like, good grief. I use a pressure cooker when I make their mash, so you rinse it in vinegar water, and then you put it in with the pressure cooker. And after it's been cooking in there for over 10 minutes, there isn't much that'll survive under pressure and heat.
I just looked up dandelion, and apparently the English name dandelion comes from French don de lion, meaning lion's tooth. So that is the same as German. Don de lion.
Yeah, that's actually fancy. That I think a lot of things in the British language or English language come from French. But on the other hand, when you look at that other languages spoken on the British island, these are all from, I think, Celtic language.
There's a lot. Most of the root words in English are from Germanic origin. The longer ones that end in ion and that kind of thing come from Latin, from French when the French were in 1066.
Oh, and apparently in Norwegian it's Lövetann, which is also lion tooth.
Norwegian.
Mm-hmm. Lövetann.
One of our volunteers is living in Norway now.
I just wrote in chat that I feed dandelion leaves sometimes in the summer to my budgies.
Very nice.
Yeah, they go nuts for it. All the kind of green stuff we have for them. The dandelion, we just use them who grow in our garden, but then we especially grow budgie grass or budgie weed for them. So there is a seed mix you can buy and then grow in as a pot plant kind of. They love that also.
As long as you're not feeding them pot plants, you're okay.
No, that's done illegal in Germany. It's I think it will take another couple of months. Then every adult person is allowed to have 3 pot plants of weed.
It is kind of funny since alcohol is a poison, but it's allowed. I mean, it's strictly just a poison. I mean, there's nothing
but
good you can
it
say
has a
about
long
alcohol.
culture in Germany. We are big in beer and wine, so.
But poisoning yourself is fun.
It doesn't. Yeah, that's
so
it. But
when you come to Bavaria and you submit, you admit you are a vegan and non-alcoholic person, you are kind of rather leave quickly.
Yeah, if you're a vegan and teetotal, you're gonna have a rotten time in Germany. Probably also in the UK, but Germany more.
Will you stop going after my shoes? That's an excuse. I know what it is. Stop it. Stop
and I guess
it.
if you're a Mormon and don't drink tea or coffee, then you'd have an extra bad time.
I have to talk to my brother. He's the Mormon. I had a family that covered almost all the bases. Mother was a Pentecostal Dominionist. Dad was a Nazarene. My brother is Mormon. My sister was an evangelical. So.
Yeah, we get a few Mormon missionaries every so often, but I feel so sorry for them because, you know, imagine being a missionary in Scotland. God.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but there's all kinds of fun things. My dad was one of those equal opportunity. He made jokes about everybody. So he liked everybody. So it was easy for him to do it. But his thing that he would say to Mormons, because my brother was a Mormon, so what he'd say is, hey, look, I don't really want a planet when I die, but how about give me a little plot of Earth down here and then I'll join.
Yeah, that's the thing, like, because when they say, oh, hi, we're Mormons, or whatever, and I'm like, oh, so you're the guys that believe you get your own planet when you die, they look pretty baffled, so I guess they're not high up enough in the cult to have been taught that yet.
Well, I don't know if that's a temple teaching or what, but it is one of the teachings. But there's weird stuff in every religion, pretty much. So
that's true. I mean, I know you shouldn't make fun of people's religions, but
no,
I
know,
here
comes Cecil and tries to convince you of
my
the
dad could get
rattle ball.
Yeah, my dad could get away with it because he liked everybody. You know, he didn't have a problem with it. He could make fun of. He'd make fun of his own religion. You know, but
and that's the thing. Like as long as you know deconstruct all of them equally, then it's fine. But I kind of feel like you know, if you don't have a leg to stand on, then.
I was at Rocky Horror Picture Show, Midnight Insanity up at the Art Theater one time, and they hadn't told me, even though I was running Spotlight for them, they hadn't told me. They just told me where to put the lights and you know, so where I had to put the spotlight, 2 spotlights we ran, and they said, well, you want to put the spotlight right here, just as you hear the end sequence coming in, you know, where so what comes down the aisle but two people pushing bicycles with white shirts on, right? And I mean, and the black tie and the whole thing, and you know, and the whole audience is cracking up. But they made fun of everybody too there. So I mean, they weren't really being mean to them. You know, it's just. I mean, you can find odd things in all religions. So. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, if I were going to take on a religion, it would probably the one that sounds the best to me is Moravian. You know, I think of just more avians. No,
More avian.
no.
Perfect.
Yeah. I know nothing about their philosophy or anything. It's just surprising, but being more avian makes sense to me. Hi, KK. How you doing, baby boy? No, it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. No. All right. X sugar. It's okay. Hey, you two. Oh, did you upset? Yes, you did. You upset Peppa. You can't just walk on people. She's walking on the pit. Probably tried to walk on Pip. That doesn't work.
Well, you don't want to make Pip mad because one day she'll snap.
I just agree
really.
I think Pippa was rather upset not to be able to sit next to Snowball anymore because Jasmine now sits there.
Sugary bird, what are you doing? What's up, sugar? Flap, flap, flap. Flap, flap. You're not supposed to show people that you actually do anything. She's just having fun flapping against the side of the cage. She likes to do that in the aviary.
If Alconsu says Moravian, isn't that someone from Moravia? I mean, yes, but it's also a religion.
Yeah, it's a religion. I don't know anything about it. I mean, other than I like the name, which is funny because in my family, you had to know religions because there were so many of them.
I mean, I think it started in Moravia, which is why it's called that. So, yeah. Beliefs.
Hey, no. Pippa, come here. Come on. Come down with me. Come here. Come on. You can't get too close to him. He gets upset. You can come over here. No, you won't. Yeah, you are. You're stubborn. You're a stubborn girl. Hi, KK. Yeah, it's a good bird. I know. His territory is getting smaller, though. He doesn't defend as much area now. So he defends about a 12-inch radius around his body. So sometimes 18, but sugar, that's my head. You're not supposed to walk on my head. Well, you're not supposed to walk on my head. I'm supposed to walk on my head.
Yeah, when you don't pet the sugar now steps on you to make her point clear. She has probably figured out that this works.
No, don't do that. Don't scare her. It's all right. You can sit there. She's okay. You're okay.
Oh, poor Shug.
It's all right. Come here, Shug. Come on, sugar. He's like, yeah. Like, come on, you mean, whoops. Like, come on, you mean let me pet my beak over here? Now, why don't you come over and sit with me? No. Don't laugh, Bob.
He's like, oh, Sugar's running on camera. Ha 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 ha.
Sugar, be careful. You're getting within his range now. What are you doing? You know, you can come down if you want, but you better come down. You're getting within that range of him. Come here. Well, come on. All right, don't. I'll just have to keep an eye because he's watching.
Oh, Lucy. I just saw Lucy.
Yeah, Lucy came over.
She was hiding
Lucy.
pretty good. I thought she's inside.
Yeah, Pa, be careful. Yeah, be careful what we go together. Oh, you just don't. Please, folks, turn around. I want to wipe. Yeah, you got poop on you. Let me wipe it off. You are a pest. Hey, hey. Hey, Kelly. How did you manage to get around him? Hmm?
Did you walk on him?
No, she definitely didn't walk on. I didn't see how she got around him. She did. I tried to set these ropes up so that they can get around each other. But, yes, pretty bird. I tried to get you to step down on me, but you wouldn't. Instead, you pooped on Cecil. Pretty bird.
Mm. Looks like Pippa is happily back together with Snowball. Hmm. Is Sugar still behind you?
Well, that's all in what you define as behind.
There she is. Hi, Shuggy. Was it a little bit scary? Have you been a little bit scared?
That's good. Oh, good job, good job. You know, if I were you, I'd face the other way. The wind's blowing that way. There you go. Spin around. There you go. No fun to be facing against the wind when you're feathers.
Such a good Shuggy bird.
Yeah, they all seem to be getting settled in now.
Pretty good.
What? I'm not a pretty bird. You're the pretty bird. Yeah, I know what pretty bird means. Right now, I have Cecil rocking back and forth on my hand, so it makes it a little hard for me to reach down here. And I tried to pick you up before. Sugar, Sugar, Cecil, Cecil. Why don't you sit on me so I can use my arm? Sugar wants to get petted. You just have to sit on my arm. Is that what it's all about? You have to. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, you are a pretty bird. But you won't step up. You're gonna step up. Come on. Come on. Whoa. There you go. Yeah, whoa. No falling. No falling. There you go.
And there's a question by Birds Barrier and Sunshine TV. Don, do you spray your birds a little bit of water?
Yes. Yeah, I have the company that makes the cage cleaner. I don't use it anymore. That cage cleaner is just way too much odor to it. Poop off. They have the best little sprayers though. Those little good atomizers. They don't. You can spray your bird down without squirting him in the face with a stream or something. Yeah, they're good. Yeah, they get sprayed down because their feathers need a little bit of water, and they do it to themselves sometimes. Cecil has his own alarm. I have one of these water alarms, and I have a pan down below his cage so that when he decides to do that in the middle of the day, I know to refill the water bowl right away. Because he will just quietly take a bath and then he won't have any water. I'd like to train them all to use Lixit bottles. It takes a lot longer to clean them every day, but you know they're not going to run out of water if something happens. You know? They can't take a bath in it. Then you can put a bowl in there. They can take a bath in it if they want to. Not sure how I'd put a Lixit bottle in his cage, though. He has a great way of taking everything apart. Don't you, Cecil? Oh, you're back on my arm again. Okay.
You guys.
Sugar wants to get patted. Yeah, it's important to water him down. Give him a little shower of that. Of course, you want him to take a bath, just vacuum. That usually works. I have to make sure that I vacuum long before I put water in it now at night when I change it out. Otherwise, there's just water flying everywhere and you have to start over again. Isn't that right, little girl? Isn't that right, little girl? Mm-hmm. What did you say, sugar? I'm not giving you enough attention, sugar. I'm not. You're not.
Oh, pretty bird. That's so sweet.
Bird. Pretty bird.
She might need a little apron hoodie for her chest. So if it's windy outside, but I think when it's it would look so sweet having a tiny hoodie for the Lucy, but I think Manda would go crazy.
It would be very cute.
Yeah, it still bothers me.
Maybe a little popcorn picture on the front.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I tried to get that. She was at a veterinary hospital, and I tried to get them to give her Haldol. And I guess $50 a year was too much for them. They didn't do it, and now her feathers won't grow in on her chest. So she had them, and amazing how cheap some of these people are.
Cecil, are you cheering?
My biology, the head of the biology department at the college I went to, was saying that you can tell they're good vets when they've been in business a long time and they have a small practice, and usually doesn't say animal hospital. I know of one animal hospital in San Diego area, which is not based on this. It's a little place, but most of them have they have all kinds of equipment. And the second you walk in, they start rubbing their hands. How can they make money on you? So you look for the little guys that have been there a long time and they actually care. Professor Andy Francis, don't let the name fool you. He was as tough as nails. Getting an A in her class is almost impossible. I managed it, but I had to wrap my wrist in ace bandage every night because it hurt so bad from writing notes. That's when I took my classes in study skills. That was after I took the class in accelerated class in human physiology, 6 weeks, learning the entire physiology of the human body. She taught it. Boy, did she teach it. 4 nights a week for 6 weeks. For 3 hours. 2 hours of lecture, 1 hour of test, pretty much every night. It's helped. I mean, their physiology is different, but having a basis in physiology helps. Like knowing when these guys are sick.
So Dawn, there's a question again from Birds Maria and Sunshine TV. She wants to know if the birds listen to other cockatoos on TV.
On YouTube, there's the Parrot TV channel, and they watch that sometimes. Well, I shouldn't say they listen to it. They can listen to it now because they can't watch it because the TV is just in an area where Romeo can watch it. But there really isn't a way to put a TV in the other room without moving Lucy out of it. Not doing that, but they can hear them. But if you're going to do that on YouTube, you better subscribe because otherwise what happens is they'll keep bugging you. Are you watching? Are you watching? And then they shut it off. So you have to subscribe to YouTube and where they take the advertising and all that off. And then you can play that all day if you want, and it'll keep playing.
Well, actually, I think it's working even without, paying. It's just that sometimes in between you have to watch advertising, which is funny when they advertise when I let my birds watch Parrot Town TV, and I don't know, they don't watch it that long because they are budgies. But if sometimes when I start a video and then at first there is advertisement, I would think, oh yeah, now my budgies will grab their credit card and go to buy whatever.
Yeah. Well, if you have the subscription, then you can. I mean, there's not going to be. They'll time you out too. They'll ask if you're still watching. If you don't answer that question, yes, then they shut off. And
I'm not sure. Maybe that's a US thing that never has happened to me.
Yeah, that might be. There may be laws in your country that don't allow that, but here that's what they do.
You probably could easily program a tiny app which kind of confuses YouTube and looks like you are
probably
still doing.
Probably somebody already has, but probably Cecil did that app, didn't you, Cecil?
Mm.
Hmm? Cecil might just do something like that. That's Cecil.
Mm.
Well, now that the TV is set up again, there'll probably be some Parrot TV on there.
Was KK back
right
there
now,
with the bucket? I saw him climbing in the area.
He's up here now.
Mm.
Yeah, he was down by the bucket though.
Sneaky boy.
Hi, Dad.
Mm.
Hello, Dad. Did you give up, Sugar?
Oh no.
Yeah, she gave up. She'll let me pet her there, but if I stop petting for a while, she'll get off me. Yeah, you heard me call your name? Yeah, okay. Yeah, Romeo's been going through musicals, though. He was watching Chicago, he watched The Music Man. I'm trying to think. Cabaret. Sweeney Todd, but not the one that was recently done. The one that Showtime taped was Angela Lansbury and George Hearn. He likes that. Of course, he doesn't know what the plot is, but he still likes it. He likes the sound and the singing. A chorus line. He likes the dancing and that too. It's pretty. And of course, he watched Honeysuckle Rose. That's his favorite movie of all time. But I don't let him wear himself out on that. He can watch that once a week. Hi, baby. You're fitting in now, aren't you, there, big boy? Hmm? Big boy. And I see you up there, sugar. Don't wind at me yet, but I see you. Ah! I'm gonna try to work on that video this week on biting. That's the one I'm doing next. So I hope I can get that done. Little projects come up. It took me 2.5 hours to build that stand for Romeo yesterday. So you got to make sure you do it right. Then you got to pick up a 75-pound TV and hang it on the darn thing. That was the easy part. Getting everything bolted down and making sure it's perfectly secure is the most important part. You don't want it falling over. So, but he was appreciative. They were all looking at me like, "When are we going out? When are we going out?" I'm trying to get this done. Well, folks, it's that time. So, they've been pretty calm, surprisingly, with 2/3 of the Moluccan Mafia out here. He's only threatened them a couple of times.
The aunties. Brave aunties were out with KK, and KK threatened the Shugi once a bit, but she was tough. She only got a little bit scared but stayed behind Don. Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing well.
Yeah, KK. KK doesn't need to protect the Don before the pink birds.
Nope.
Well, he's maybe a little too attached to me at this point, but
it looked like when Sugar cuddled and suddenly he appeared from the side and was like, I'm not okay with that.
It seems to be an occupational hazard though, doesn't it? Having birds get too attached to you.
Yeah, well, he's been hammering me with his beak, which isn't a good sign. So I try to divert him when he starts that, but what can you say? They all end up liking me to some degree. They must, because they hang on me like this, sitting on me. Huh? You sneezing too? Yeah, I know. There's not much humidity.
Yeah, it's like Babalu is glued to you, but well, he's just a very good boy. Bob. Tell Bob that he's a good boy from me.
Amy says you're a good boy.
And all the Moluccan aunties sit next to each other now.
All right, it's all right, KK. It's all right. All right, KK.
Too much pink birds in one.
Don't get too close to him, you silly bird. No, KK. KK, no. No, KK. No, don't. That's not the right thing to do. No. No. Good boy. Good boy.
It's all going so well.
Well, she knows better than getting that close to him. She did it anyway. But he didn't really go for her. I mean, before he would really continue the fight. But now he went back to his corner. Yeah, you know better. She's out of here. She's like, I'm over here.
She's doing her victory lap now.
But, excuse me. Would you mind letting go? Hey. 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 Let's go. Lucy, that's very too much. Lucy, calm down. Lucy. Hey. Better. Okay, guys. We'll see you next time.
Well, bye, everybody.